power, buddy.
That dog gonna hunt.
Oh, yes, yes. It's back! Woo!
Holy crap, dude.
Dude, look at that unit right there.
550.
Yeah, that's gonna be able to support a lot more power than what we're probably ever gonna make.
Twinsies.
Who knows? Might grow.
Might have twin something else too. No, I'm kidding. Not turbos. Just kidding. Pretend I didn't even say that.
That escalated way too quickly here.
Little update, Holley system. Well, starting back here, we got our twin pump set up. We got our fuel wire ran. This is going to be our signal wire to trigger the relays for the fuel pump. Follow that line right up here. It leads you right up there, which I'll show you.
Let's get a little light there. Which, by the way, like, so we had a couple things that we had to change, modify our order, and these guys have been absolutely amazing customer service as well.
But yeah, we just got our fuel lines tied back up because we had to move everything. And
by the way, I wanted to mention that the job in the Fasterproms custom paint booth is fantastic.
Oh, dude,
really came out
very
well.
durable.
Yeah. We're also to do the powder coat on that.
Yep. Whatever it takes to get the job done.
You know, we're adapting, overcoming every day.
That's what we do. That's like one of our slogans. It should be, or a shirt or something.
Yeah.
If it was a shirt, I'd buy one.
I think you got one.
You guys should too. You know what else you should do? Like, share, subscribe.
Amen.
Leave a comment. Tell me what you think.
Dude, that 72 millimeter looks good in there. I think we could probably grow it to a 76 one day.
Oh, definitely. Put a little water on it. All right, let's drop it like it's hot and check out what's going on upstairs. Biggest news.
Yep. Got it through the firewall. We got a good spot too.
Yeah. Transmission harness.
We got that routed on our return, so we should be able to get a very quick and accurate reading from the flex fuel.
Now though, we got all of our sensors ran. We've got, you know, we cut and did whatever we had to do to the rest of them, extended them, shortened them. We got a little vacuum block on there now.
Yeah, the vacuum block is really good. We should be able to run everything from this centralized location here now.
Remade the fuel lines back there, put these ones back on here. We got to get a new fuel pressure sensor. The only thing left is to figure out what to do with this stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we just unplug them or...
I think we're going to have to go back and strip certain parts out.
Yeah, we got certain things that we want to keep, like the AC, for instance.
And we have something with the power steering, yeah.
Not sure what that's about, but yeah.
Full steam ahead, brother. Guys, if you've been watching for a while here, we had mentioned some stuff about doing some tuning school, and we have been putting a lot of time and effort into that, and that is coming to fruition. We actually have a little project out there that we've been working on for a little over 6 months, and I can't wait to show you guys that. However, I'm going through tuning school right now because this is vastly different than what I'm used to. Guys, I've been tuning with HB Tuner since about 2005, and it is absolutely the best OEM software. And I love my HB tuners. I know it inside and out, and that is what the tuning school of what we are going to conduct is going to be using. However, the Holley is vastly different. There's a lot of similarities, but there's also so many things that are very different. That's what we're going to go over right now. And some massive thanks to the guys at Holley, as well as Matt Happel from Sloppy Mechanics. Both of them definitely know their stuff with the Holley. So you have a starting point, and you can go ahead and start entering in all of your modifications. So I'm going to start with the 850cc injector here. We got the size of the engine, so we started with a 4.6. We're going to run it at a slightly higher fuel pressure. We'll determine that and change that once we get there. We're setting our closed loop stuff. So this is a percentage of which the fuel can correct high or low. We're grabbing different sensors, so we're actually running a GM manifold air temperature sensor, but we're running a Holley 3.5 bar map sensor. We are going to be running a GM LSX oil pressure sensor. For the fuel pressure sensor, we're going to be running a Holley. So with a 3.5 bar map sensor, that's 350 kPa. However, this is 275, so this is probably the maximum boost that we'll ever run on the car. That's about 28 pounds of boost, 29 pounds of boost. Designed this map right here and set everything there. I got my target air fuel ratio. See if this actually works, if I have my injector data right. Check out our spark curve. Again, this is a curve I devised pretty quickly here. I know what I wanted to see. About 18 degrees at idle. We got about 44 degrees at cruising, and at mid to light really light throttle right there, and all the way at about 10 pounds of boost we got 20 degrees of timing, all the way up until about 20 pounds of boost or so. All right, so this is where things get interesting here. So we got to set our inputs and outputs. I got 4 different things that I'm really excited about on this. So we are going to have a scramble boost button. That is going to be something that I've never had on anything else before, and that will be able to allow us to have about 3 more pounds of boost for now. We'll see how all this tune works out, and then we go ahead and start going from there. The flex fuel table. So on the percentages of E85, we're going to be able to have a proportionate amount of enrichment. With that proportionate amount of fuel, we are going to be able to have the boost go up an additional 10 pounds. So this is a proportionate amount of boost added with a proportionate amount of fuel. Just as the octane goes up, so 100% E85 is about 107 octane on one end of the spectrum, we should easily be able to run 10 more pounds of boost than what we would on 93. You put fuel in the car, it sees it in the flex fuel sensor, and it automatically will enrich in the mixture as well as add the boost. That is awesome. All right, so major thanks to Matt Happel for this. So this is gonna be a closed loop boost control system here. I actually like super nerded out on this because I think this is like one of the absolute coolest things here. So initially when this is set up, you would need to run a different pressure sensor. Closed loop basically means you have a corrective action or you have a check and a balance. You have a target, and if it is not meeting the target, it will add or subtract in order to achieve that target. We're taking the signal off of that map sensor and now we're rewiring it back into an input that is going to be a 0 to 5 volt reference. So this 5 volt is now going to give an input, and that is going to give the exact same information of what we have on our map sensor. So effectively, we're using one input to do 2 jobs. Not only as a lookup, but we're also using that as to report back and see are we meeting our target boost. So then we can go ahead and build a boost curve. We should be able to leave on 5 pounds of boost, and hopefully, and we can change this curve pretty dramatically. So this is 0 to 3 seconds. We're going to see how this works out here. We're going to start with a target of 12 pounds boost, see where this takes us. Hopefully we should be able to really get the 60 foot to improve. And again, this is an aggressive curve, but we can do anything we want to be able to do to this curve in order to be able to make it launch harder. I mean, heck, we could start here and see if we can get this to leave at, say, 10. But this is where we're going to start right now. And this is something that can pretty much execute whatever the tires will bear. Now we do have transmission controls as well. This is something that I'm new to on this. This should be a fairly easy transmission in order to be able to tune. This is something that should be very comparable to a 4L60E. This is a 4R70W. We've got our transmission parameters as far as our upshifts and downshifts. That'll be something that's pretty exciting to tackle. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Boy, I know this has been very tedious, brother. We got a lot of time in this, and it really doesn't look like we did much more, but there's like so much detail. And as they say, that's where the devil is. In the details. All right, so where we last ended there, we were talking about our scramble button. So I think we're between either this guy. I like that click a little bit better.
That's a good button.
Is that a good click?
That's a good click. Technically, we can't use that button anyways because it's a reverse of a normal button. It's always open, and then when you push a button, it breaks the circuit.
Oh, that's stupid. All right, well, fine.
We got a whole box of them.
Maybe that's the reason why we had a whole box of them. Life is full of very important decisions. This is a big one right here. So.
Big one. Where are we going to put our scramble button? This is for emergencies.
All right.
So it's got to be in a good place. We're thinking like, I don't know if we should do on the top or like right here on the side.
The deal that we got with Cater Tat, the little twirly thing that goes around the steering wheel, God, that's freaking annoying.
Pain when it's flopping around. So this one, like if you're racing and you're like, I don't know, what's going to be easier? Hit it on the side.
That's it. That's it right there. Just hammer down. Hammer down. That's going to be the easiest way. You're not going to hammer sideways. You're going to hammer down.
In there, if you got big thick thighs like me, you might have to wiggle in there somehow.
Big thick boy.
Yeah, thickums. All right, on top of this, hammer down.
All right, meanwhile, we're doing some cleaning over here, getting rid of all of these old parts from Major Favor. That's some 03 Cobra Ford injectors there. These are some 2014 Ford GT500 injectors that were in there, and these are some brand new 850cc injectors. I'll put the prices down in the link in the description right there. The manifold that was on Major Favor, that is a ported aluminum guy right there. I might have some fuel rails that'll go along with it. Well, there we have it. We are loading up our Holly right now here and haven't fired it up yet or anything like that, but I guess we should just about be able to.
We're gonna pump the fuel out and then get some fresh fuel in there, and then we should be able to fire it up. It looks a little messy, because it is.
Only a lot. Pumped out all our fuel, got everything all set up, putting in fresh 93, gonna start on that. You ready to run?
You're gonna be that ready. Drum roll.
Drum roll. I was thinking the whole time. I was thinking of that word, drum roll.
You know, anytime I hear that, I always think of like the Griswold family Christmas or whatever. This is so much better than what I thought. Yeah, that guy. That is awesome. We can reconfigure that. That's basically just a kind of a factory template right there. Right.
Damn, dude, it runs so good.
So much better.
Purrs like a kid.
So it already starts and idles better.
Yeah, it does. Honestly, that's crazy. It's super crazy.
Heck yeah, man, this is awesome. I can't wait to start tuning on this thing. So we had a problem with the starter big time and we went through a whole bunch of diagnosis. So wanted to say a big thanks to this guy right over here. So we're already checking out our air fuel and literally it already starts way better than what it had started. We're gonna start adding some fuel right there and trying to get this thing dialed in. Our air fuel is really, really close already. That's awesome.
Never would do that before.
Yeah, very nice and crisp.
Woo-hoo, buddy.
That is nice.
Dude, so clean.
Yeah, dude, the drivability is going to be flow better. Got our flex fuel working, 12% flex fuel. Dude, I am so happy. This thing is going to be awesome.
Poly powered.
Couldn't be happier, honestly. That is so much of an improvement. It's not even funny. And we haven't even driven a foot. It's like, it's awesome.
You can already tell it's just way better.
All right, let's get this thing on the dyno here.
Is this what I think it is, man?
It's time to make some power.
Are you about to make a full pull on a Holly?
I don't know about a full pull yet, but within 3 pulls, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
First full pull definitely lays down hard after certain areas, so that usually should be indicative of boost. We got to check what's going on with that. So I have my boost curve. I got so much stuff to go through and try and reconfigure. Getting somewhere, albeit pretty slowly here. So trying to move around my boost curve and see what happens, and I'm not really getting anywhere yet, but I am finding out what kind of timing it likes at a certain area. Our air fuel is good and repeatable, so we got a lot of good things going for us. I've got great confidence in this because it's taking care of whatever I got to do. If my air fuel is off, it's taking care of it, but we're getting there. Sound like it was kind of struggling a little bit. I don't know. That's a weird sound, man.
Yeah. That sounded not good.
That does not sound good. Not particularly happy with that sound, no. That's definitely still not a good sound, though.
That was a scary sound.
right, after a while of looking and deliberation, again, this is like a totally different application than what I'm used to, so I'm watching the fuel look like it gets a little leaner there, so I'm thinking that we're having some sort of spark breakup, something like that, so we're just going to pull the plugs, take a look at them, just give everything a good inspection. But that's my hunch at the moment. We're going to yank all these guys out. Alright, so I was beginning to think that I was crazy looking at all this stuff, but then we found the problem. Come on, focus. The next question is, where did it go? Well, apparently, it had to have gone through the turbo. Hopefully she's okay.
What do you think about them apples? Good enough to take a bite?
I guess so. 401's pretty weak though.
So concentrated. Look at that beard.
It's a little rough right now. Right there, but I gotta find a way to lock up the converter. So I think we're losing a lot of energy there. We're not loading the turbo as hard. This is also the hottest our air temperature has been. It's been really, really good for this kind of janky intercooler system that we got. But dude, it's 110 after the run, so not bad. But we are chipping away at it little by little. All right. Major problem here. So when we swapped the coolant temperature sensor here, we're using the Ford modular sensor that came in it. However, that setting didn't work for some reason with the Holly. So we had to select the Holly sensor, and it seemed to read right before I cranked up the car. It matched the manifold air temperature sensor. However, as it got hot, that last pull said it was 250 some odd degrees. Well, that just plain and simple wasn't the case. We stuck an infrared gun on there. It's 180 degrees at the absolute warmest spot. So I had to skew the sensor and hopefully we're more accurate. Point being, we pulled 4 degrees of timing out of that, even though we went up the boost, so it made it really weak. We still haven't locked up the converter yet, but we're getting there quickly here, guys. Hey, sometimes you get lucky. Just wanted to try timing there real quick here. Let's make some quick adjustments, make a follow-up pass real fast. See if we can go up and boost.
Gonna hot lap it?
Oh yeah.
What's the boost looking like?
That should have been right about 14, 13. All right, so first of all, I wanted to apologize for some of the audio. George's phone is what we had to resort to using there, and he had got that thing wet, and mic has not worked properly, and I've been doing my best to try and make it work. That being said, we did a back-to-back pull right there at about 16 pounds of boost and 15 degrees of timing. We did run into some spark knock, so now we can establish the maximum of what we can run on 93. But now, it's finally time for 85. You know, it's like my favorite fuel.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, dude. Trying to get everything under control with the timing map. With this amount of 85, understanding the difference, just like the GM stuff, what I can run on 93, what I can run on the 85, and it's coming around. we're about 550 torque, though. That's pretty good. So learning how to control this thing better. I'm feathering a little bit more timing in. That was a little bit cooler to run. I'm getting really pumped here. This is really, really turning out pretty good. Still want to make a bunch more power, but... So the thing is that the timing curve has been sloping down, and it's trying to feed it more, and it is picking up more up top. I can pick up 24 horsepower up top. So close. The next couple pounds is really where we're going to probably quit for a little bit because, I don't know, maybe we won't.
You don't want to push it too hard, but then again, you do.
I do. Yeah. No, I got to feel out exactly where it is on the E85, but I'm really, really pretty pleased with the way this is coming around.
She sounds rowdy.
It is definitely.
At least it doesn't.
Yeah, that really was not cool.
Pretty much, just that it doesn't do that was worth all the trouble.
It's 10 minutes to midnight. I'm leaving tomorrow. We got to get this done. We need to make some power.
We need to make some power. This is the best time to do it.
It is. You look pretty tired, bud.
Yeah, me too.
Like went up at the top, so I don't know, maybe we hit the rev limiter in third, but yeah, man, we picked up a little bit of boost. Just cooking, freaking cooking, man. Solid, good numbers, good numbers.
That sounded like it was making some steam.
Dude, that was good. That was good. I think we picked up. I gotta check the boost real quick, but air fuel is right on. It's like, I like that I can trim with the Holley what the air fuel is on E85 versus 93. I can do the same thing on HB tuners, but it is this is definitely a major learning curve.
That's real?
That's real.
660 horsepower.
I locked up the converter, dude. Oh my god, dude.
I was like, what the heck?
Oh my god, dude.
620 torque, dude.
That's totally legit, too. Holy crap. Let's check what boost that was. Bro.
More boost.
Oh my god. That's probably a lot. That's probably a lot for it. And that wasn't a full pull by any means, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I don't know what just happened, but I liked it. Take a guess. I'm gonna guess that was about 21 pounds of boost.
It was only like 5,800 and something. I don't know what's going on. Wow. But the power potential is there. I just got to be able to get the lockup to stay locked as soon as we hit third, which would be, dude, it's gonna cover some ground once we lock that up like that. Oh my gosh, what a difference. It's like 100 horsepower right there and over 100 pound-feet of torque. That's nasty.
Now it's performing like it should.
Yeah. Okay, small breakthrough here. I'm going to try and set this up that it'll lock permanently in third gear every time, and I just got off the phone with Matt and Apple. I'm getting cross-eyed tired here, and a major thanks to him. This is freaking awesome. This is what I would normally do in HB tuners, but again, I don't totally know how to execute it. Again, with a little help from his guidance right here, we got this. This should hold out. I'm actually going to lower the boost a little bit, and I think that we're still going to be able to make an awesome number with this thing, and it's going to ride out.
644, 619.
That is it, buddy. Come on.
Yeah.
Bro,
That
we
worked
got
nicely.
90 horse with a Holly, man. Doing some tweaking. 644, 619, beautiful air fuel, less boost, 20 pounds of boost. Dude, I cannot wait to rip this thing, man. That is awesome. That is so awesome. But we got so much more fine tuning to go because we can tweak how the boost comes in and so on and so forth. But dude, that's a day right there.
That's a day.
Hell yeah. It went 10 mile an hour farther, dude, with a locked up converter. We're still gonna need a gear. Oh, dude, that is so awesome. I cannot even articulate how happy I am with how everything turned out. With the help of Holly and Matt Happel, this has exceeded expectations. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to drive the car yet or anything. We got done about 1 in the morning, and it was raining that night. Otherwise, but I can't wait to get back and take this thing to the track. It is going to be so awesome. We showed you a couple different things in there about the scramble button as well as the open loop boost. We have not been able to tackle that yet. Unfortunately, it took us a little while to plot out all the different boost levels. It's effectively like you're building the settings of the turbo, understanding what duty cycle is, and then we can kind of go from there. So we were fighting other different problems, but yeah, it's coming. George was an absolute beast going through all of this, and as well as Laz, everybody pitched in and really got this thing going despite all the problems, all the setbacks that we have. We're so happy with this thing. And on that note, I'm going to leave you guys with a quote here. It says, "My friends, be glad even if you have a lot of trouble and obstacles. You know you learn to endure by having your faith tested. But you must learn to endure everything so that you be completely mature and not lacking in anything." In other words, all the obstacles and stuff that we face definitely make us sharper and more well-rounded individuals. And the song I want to leave you guys with is Rose Tattoo by Dropkick Murphys. God bless you guys. We'll see you next episode.
Come on, guys, come on.
You got left.
Come on, guys, come on. Come on, come on.